Yes.
Are we on?
Oh, I think, yeah.
Wow, this is the most convoluted intro.
It was. It was absolutely ridiculous. Drop that audio down as well. There we go. We're all good.
We live?
Think so. Yeah.
Professional. As
Absolutely.
ever.
As ever. No volume. We should be right now, Robert. If you could confirm.
Yeah, he says yeah. Hooray!
I will drop that down a bit though, because we are loud.
Because of my booming. Whoa!
Such-
As unaccustomed as I am to public
Such
speaking.
gravitas. Hello and welcome to the Mantic Podcast, the only podcast that isn't sponsored by Audible.
Well, can we get...
I mean, if we can. I'm waiting for a Raid Shadow Legends. I'm joined today by the one and only Rob.
Hello!
And we're going to talk about some League of Infamy.
We've got quite a few things to talk about actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will start with League of Infamy because quite a lot's we've been quiet for a bit.
Yeah.
Mainly because it takes a long time from when the Kickstarter ends to actually then start seeing all the fun stuff basically. So we obviously had renders and things like that on the Kickstarter. And then we kind of are busy behind the scenes doing stuff. So I've been faffing about with the pledge manager, which always takes me a lot longer than I think. So apologies if you're waiting for that, but it is kind of next couple of weeks. Yeah. Actually, we've been working with GameFound this time. Okay. So they're a new pledge manager provider that we're using. Really good, super simple.
Excited for that.
So hopefully that will all work. So we've been doing that at the minute. But in the meantime, we've actually started to get some of the first production kind of. Well, these are master mould.
It was an official title.
Production master. Oh god, Dave told me about this, and it's so confusing. So these are like basically the masters for the moulds, which will then be used to make the rest of the models. So if you're watching at the minute on the video,
and this
on
is
the
one
live
that
stream,
we shared a lovely.
So actually,
picture.
you can see this on the Facebook. This is the Halfling Iron Beast, and the way it works is we get these production. Mold masters.
Mold masters.
Sure, let's call them that. Production mold masters.
We'll make a render.
These are like the test ones. We look, make sure we're happy with them. So some of them are on crazy bases.
Yeah.
They've been a good description is they've been enthusiastic, not accurate when it comes to the bases.
That sounds like me basing my dwarfs anyway.
Yeah.
But.
So we've got kind of like the again if you're watching, we've got that's the Nooker. Which is on a big, so that should be on a 50mm base, and it's on a huge base, more like 75.
Crazy size base.
But I mean, generally, the kind of stuff we've seen so far is brilliant.
Yeah.
So, Pledge Manager will be out next couple of weeks. Late pledges will be available for those who disgustingly missed out first time. I mean, we do realise it was before Christmas. People might have presents to buy for loved ones.
Yeah, second priorities.
Yes.
The first priority is League of Infamy. We're going to be honest.
Well, I guess people have to probably live with the people they're buying presents for, or see them regularly. So we understand.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually.
But now, Christmas is done.
Yeah. There's no excuse.
Everyone's totally flush with cash. There's no excuse.
No one told me that.
So we will be doing. We'll be doing the pledge manager. Late pledges will be open. We'll be doing some more videos.
Yes.
I've obviously told you about that.
Yeah.
Sure. Because Matt does the videos as well. And we'll be doing some more gameplay videos, mainly to show. I think previously in the videos we showed the kind of 1 versus 4 videos. So it was like the Dungeon Master, but we have actually got a full kind of co-op mode as well, which is versus an AI deck.
Co-op-ish still.
Yeah. So it still is. I think it's still that kind of idea that you're working together to a point.
Yeah.
And eventually you will see the opportunities to kind of stab each other in the back just a little.
I remember every time I was playing, you'd start off working like, oh, maybe you go around here and you go here, and then you get a certain card, you're like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's gonna. Normally you will be playing together because obviously you do need to work together to some extent, otherwise you'll never complete the mission. But there will be a point where you kind of see a card, and it might be something really innocuous like trip someone up as they walk past. Yeah. But actually, that then leads them to trip up. They stop. They then get attacked by elves. So all kind of it just kind of really quickly kind of fall apart, which is really good and it's really fun. Yeah. So so stay tuned for some more videos for that.
No, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, and then in the meantime, in the background, we've been busy with all the design work.
Mm-hmm.
Sophie and James from Needy Cat, who are the designers, been busy putting the finishing touches to all the rules.
Yeah.
So that's all done. It's all being edited now. And then we'll be kind of ready to crack on, really. So kind of things are looking nicely on track.
It's all getting there.
Obviously I've jinxed it now.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah.
Something to go wrong with it.
Everything will keep.
Manager.
Yeah, everything will. Oh God, don't say that.
I'll drop a mini. It's gonna. I'm surprised I haven't. Because I had to take photos of them, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's
how many goblins have I broken?
Well,
3.
We've kind of keep an look on Facebook for some of the images of the ones we've had so far. But yeah, super impressed. Love the Halfling Iron Beast.
Yeah, we're currently looking at some, but you can't see them, which is fine. So
on the podcast, you can use your imaginations.
Yeah.
Imagine the greatest miniatures you've ever seen,
and
these are better
too.
Yeah.
They've got so much character. Obviously, the halflings on the back with a grill.
Yeah. So the idea is, this isn't necessarily a representation of what, say, Kings of War halflings may end up like if they were to ever arrive. But this is more, I kind of base these around the vanguard kind of element of the halflings.
Yeah.
And that we don't want to, kind of the whole second breakfast thing and things like that. We kind of wanted to kind of make a nod to that and say that, look, that actually the toughest people in a halfling warband are probably actually the chefs, because the idea is that the chefs get sent ahead of the main army to make sure that when the halflings arrive, their dinner's ready, they've got their... But on the way...
All survive Gordon Ramsay, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. But kind of on the way, they'll probably kill anything they find to cook. So they're almost like locusts in some ways. They're kind of going... stripping the land of any natural resources.
Oh, man.
So that means they've got to be actually pretty tough. Because they might come across, obviously, roaming kind of orcs or things like that. So the idea is, yes, there is a little bit of a nod to... And obviously you've got the sorcerer.
That you can't escape.
Yeah. But I mean, it kind of... So this is kind of the tip of the iceberg. So...
Get everyone ready. Are these going to be single-piece plastics or multi-part?
So these... They're assembled, so yes, they are multi-part, but they're So this was a question we just had in from a viewer.
Oh.
That's what it was, just in case people are wondering why you suddenly
you're trying
to pass that question up as your own.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Will these be single piece or pretty simple?
Don't know what about it. I thought of it myself.
No, they are multi-piece, but then they're assembled in the factory, and then they come kind of as one thing like that.
Great, so you can get straight away.
Yeah, and obviously then you can, because they aren't the single piece, there is the opportunity to do a little bit of customization as well. If you want, you can snap bits off, repose them potentially.
I'm going to be repurposing everything for Kings of War.
You basically just want everything to be a steel behemoth.
I do, yeah. I keep seeing all these...
The knuckle will end up being a steel behemoth with dwarfs on top.
Of course it will. If it's walking and mechanical, I'm going to turn it into a steel behemoth.
Yeah. I mean,
if it's not.
The idea behind the halfling beast is that is like the halflings, I forget the name of the engineer, but he basically saw a steel behemoth, fell in love, and then he wanted to make their own kind of version of it. So this is like their tribute to the steel behemoth.
Added their own little spin.
Yeah. Added a grill.
Added a grill.
Yeah.
If you're going to add anything to a steel behemoth, you might as well add a barbecue.
Do you know what? I think more war engines... I mean, sorry, I mentioned the war engines.
Whoa. The W word.
But I do think that more war engines need cooking equipment.
I can only agree.
I think a goblin...
And it's not because it's lunchtime right now.
Yeah. A goblin mincer with like a toasty machine. I definitely enjoy that.
Just a George Foreman.
Yeah, George Foreman grill. So I think, so expect to see
it's going to be
more food-based...
I'm going to have an army of those with different cooking things. So it's just like it's almost like cooking.
Like an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And that'll be my army. Just cooking.
That sounds good. So League of Infamy, quite a bit happening for that actually at the minute.
Yeah.
It's gone quiet and then it comes back. And then it's due at the minute we're due to start shipping the Kickstarter in November. Assuming that nothing goes wrong, which we've already jinxed.
Already jinxed it completely. Yeah. Now there's just going to be a tidal wave. Coronavirus is going to hit us.
Oh God! These models, test models, obviously came from China. Not that we were scared when we opened the box, but obviously it's going to...
Yeah, Dave didn't have a gas mask.
No,
and
fine.
Multiple different head layers.
Yeah.
I definitely need So, Blackjack, again... I definitely need an armoured fish and chip van for my dwarves.
Yeah, that'd be more Trident Realm, surely, I think.
Actually, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
do they eat fish?
I guess they'd eat.
If Aquaman eats fish and chips, then I reckon.
Does Aquaman eat?
Yeah,
fish
it does. Yeah.
Okay.
Fun fact of the day.
Wow. There we go. So, well, that's it. Let's just cancel we've done the podcast now. You've made the fun fact. Yeah. So stay tuned for that, and then but that's not all.
And more
what we've
teasers
got
coming
on.
out. Yeah. What else?
What else?
What else?
Well, if you are on the Mantic newsletter, later on we will. Well, actually, it's already live now. So if you're watching this live,
And if you're not, why not?
yeah, well, because you're listening to the podcast on Monday.
That's true.
But this still is relevant. Then we've every year to celebrate the Superb Owl event. I'm not sure if you're allowed to say it.
That was absolutely terrible.
But no, I'm not sure if you're. It's probably trademarked.
Probably
A big sporting event.
the Bowl of Supers.
Yeah, the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
So to celebrate that, obviously, because people are getting into the sporting mood, we had a big Dreadball sale last year.
Yeah.
The Intergalactic Mega Super Bowl. Oh, I've said it now.
Oh,
Quick!
no. Cease and desist.
Anyway, we have a big Dreadball sale because we want to celebrate the game.
Yeah.
We know a lot of people out there play it. People are always looking for new teams.
Definitely.
I regularly swap my team. We've got a big kind of Dreadball sale that's gone live on the website. It is live now, but if you're listening to the podcast on Monday, it will still be live. It'll be up for like the next week. There's a great kind of chance for people to pick up some of those teams that they're missing and might need, because all the teams are
Missing
nice.
or want to try something new.
Yeah. Because I don't know if you know, but I'm probably the best Dreadball player in the UK.
Do we still have the sign on the front of the office?
We still have the sign.
Yeah.
So the sign says former Dreadball champion, UK champion.
It got graffitied a little bit when I think you lost to Martin, maybe.
Wow.
We don't remember that.
Yeah, that was, I had to let him win, he was getting sad. But yeah, I mean, I love Dreadball, absolutely love Dreadball with a passion. Probably still my favourite Mantic game, I think.
It is a really fun one to watch because at first I thought it was just, you go, then you go, but the fact that you can do all these plays that have a chance of being the most successful and amazing thing ever, is like, I need to do this. Please get the right roll.
Yeah, I love it when everything goes right, and you kind of work out. And I think my problem is I struggle with games. If you've watched any of our previous live streams, you'll know I struggle with tactics. But what I like in Dreadball is I've got the 5 actions, possibly some cards, and I can work out basically every rush needs to end with me scoring.
That's a good
That
way
is
to look
it.
at
Yeah. You need to. Every rush needs to end with me scoring. So I have I've got my little stack of tokens, and I think, okay, how will I score with these tokens? And also, if I score less than 3 points, it's a disappointment. So I think that, and my brain can kind of cope with that. It can kind of. It's got a limited amount. Whereas Kings of War, I'm like, oh my god, there's flanks.
Yeah.
I've exposed myself at the rear, so to speak.
How far away is he?
Yeah.
Can I measure it?
Yeah. So I just tactically, I'm all over the place when it comes to Kings of War. Vanguard, I'm a bit better.
I think I'm less good at Vanguard and English apparently, but
Me less good.
Me less good
at Vanguard.
But Kings of War, I feel, I don't know, because I've been playing a lot of smaller games, like Turns and Points, I've been able to sort of figure out how it all works, but I imagine with Dreadball it is 15 steps ahead.
Yeah.
And what card might they get? Is it what's the ball?
Yeah, Ball Shatters.
Ball
That's
Shatters,
the ultimate one. Yeah, you've got. It's always nice when you see that, and also there's that mind game of if you see someone holding onto a card, the whole thing, you're like, they've definitely got Ball Shatters.
If it takes a while to read, then
that's the other thing.
It's not Ball Shatters.
No. The other thing is if some little pro tips here.
Oh, there we go.
If people take a long time to read the card, it means it's probably not any action. So normally it would be striker any action.
They'll just take it and put it immediately down.
Yeah, because they'll go striker any action, great. If it says something like bloodthirsty fans or blood on the pitch or something that involves a lot of reading time, you'll see them go like that. So reading, you're like, okay, they've obviously got something they're not used to.
So if I ever play, even if it's a long one, I'm just going to put it down, and then when you're distracted, then read.
No, I would say always make them look long.
Oh, okay.
Because that way, you'll confuse me. You won't be thinking, okay, it's got a free action here, so all Ball Shatters. So expert tips there.
I mean, I feel like I should be writing everything down.
Well, you can watch this again, or listen to this again.
When can you listen to this again?
Well, it comes out on Mondays. It regularly comes out on Mondays now. So yeah, if you are listening on the podcast, then make sure you subscribe.
Yep.
We're looking at kind of getting it on
Spotify,
which is proving a fun challenge.
I'm currently in dialogue with their customer service.
What did they say? Cool. It's not cool that you're having problems.
Yeah, it's not cool to hear that you're having problems. And this was a 8 o'clock pre-coffee, so it was a bit like, I can't imagine it is cool, but
no, nothing's cool at this time in the morning.
So if anyone gets a customer service email from Elvis and he says, I don't think that's cool, then you know where it's from.
Yeah, he's been content content Spotify. So so the podcast's out every Monday. Yeah. Obviously this is every Friday lunchtime.
Yeah. So a nice little half an hour catch up, and it gives, if you're watching it on the Friday live, it gives you the opportunity to ask any questions.
As we've seen today.
Yes. No, I asked the question.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. You can just say all the good questions come on. You're like, Rob, I'd like to know if I can do this.
I've just had this spontaneous thought about if the miniatures are 1 piece of plastic.
But yeah, so with Dreadball, hopefully as well, this isn't out now, but will be out by the time the podcast comes out. We've got the new, because it's kind of tournament season's just starting.
Yep.
The Dreadball RC, also known as the DGB. This is the Dreadball governing body.
Oh wow!
They're doing the new FAQ and errata for 2020 because there is a tournament coming up at Franticom, which is the UK national.
Yep.
Sadly, I don't think I can go.
Well, your title
100%
is...
win it. Well, I didn't. I think the current champion is Ben Edwards.
Okay.
So, I mean, some people might say it was his tournament and he won it, but that's fine. That's fine. That's not a problem.
That's why I'm not casting as War tournaments. It's the only reason.
We can have the third party ones.
No pseudonym.
I'm not casting aspersions on Ben, but he won his own tournament. I think, did he win the Dead Zone one? I don't think he won the Dead Zone. But anyway, so Ben is currently the UK champion. So yeah, I thought I'd let someone else shine.
Oh, you're just so
magnanimous.
Magnanimous?
Sure, let's say magnanimous.
Yeah, let's go for it.
So they've got that. So we're just going to look at. I think Dreadball's rules-wise and kind of balance-wise is in a pretty good place at the minute.
It seems pretty tight.
Yeah, it's the DGB did a good job on the rules previously for second. And we're just looking at what we can do for some more stuff for that one. I think what I'd really love to do at some point is below we have the campaigns for Vanguard, campaigns for Kings of War and Dead Zone. I'd like to do an ultimate kind of team rankings thing where if you play as Marauders, it classes towards the Marauders kind of coming out on top. So like a league system like that. So I think we've got the dreadball.com website.
Yeah. I think Elvis was looking at trying to start up a little Dreadball league at the Mantic local side. So if you
that will lead us on to our topic in a minute.
Whoa!
Oh wow, you're getting good at this. It's only week 2.
Complete flukes.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you are coming along to the Mantic Club, on the Fridays as well, because Elvis has completely taken the shop to new levels. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
As I've now dumped a bunch of terrain out there.
I'm sure
to clear this table. But that's besides the point. So if you want to get involved with that, he was posting about it on the Facebook group. So again, people need to get involved in that.
Yeah. So talking of the shop,
great.
Just in case you may have seen on the newsletter, we've had a couple of blogs as well. So we've always had the big kind of gaming hall and a small-ish shop on site.
Yep.
Typically, it kind of most people would come on the Mantic Open Day, which we had twice a year, which we're still doing. But what we've looked at doing is actually opening the kind of store and the gaming hall all year round.
Yeah.
All the time. Well, apart from Tuesdays and Sundays. But apart from those 2 days. So we are open kind of every day, so if you want to pick up any little bits and bobs as you're passing, or you can actually come in and play, because we've got all the terrain sorted out as well. Yeah,
I've got the terrain covered, so if you want to play some Dead Zone...
Dead Zone and Kings of War, we've got the mats set up. So if you're kind of in the Nottingham area, you might be visiting other companies.
Well, if you want to know how certain game plays, Elvis can help you with that.
Yeah,
as
Elvis.
Well.
Yeah, Elvis. I mean, he's not very good at Dreadball. He won't be watching this, will he?
Oh,
okay. He's great at Dreadball.
He's absolutely fantastic
at
Dreadball.
So we're kind of really we're kind of experimenting with it in the minute in terms of the opening time, things like that.
Yeah.
But, pretty much most days, 10 till 4, we are open. We also can have tours as well. So if you've ever kind of wondered how metal miniatures are made, how resin casting works. I mean, you may not be allowed in that room because it's massively noxious.
It's terrible. Yeah, it's when I was asking about a miniature, came in and everyone was wearing masks. It's like,
yeah.
They're
not in like cosplay.
No,
that is what they.
it's like
everyone's not in. Yeah, it's like Bane.
Yeah.
Ooh, justice. Yeah, so so you can kind of come in and have a tour. Elvis will take you around. You'll get to see some of the moulds. So there's kind of lots going on. So I think so far we've had people from all over the world. We've only been doing it for like a couple of weeks, really.
Yeah.
Someone from Brisbane.
Yeah, we had
from
Germany.
Germany?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say Germany.
I'm very bad at placing accents.
Yeah.
But
it's Brexit Day, so you won't have to place any accents anymore.
Every time the door opens, I have to close down what I'm working on. It's like,
that's the thing, because typically we are working on top secret stuff.
All the top secret stuff.
So you might accidentally see some top secret things.
What a shame.
And then we'll have to immediately put a bag over your head and take you into a room and quiz you.
If you buy some minis, then Elvis won't warn me, and it'll just be on my screen.
So, So keep an eye out. We'll have it on the opening times on the newsletter, but generally it's kind of like I say, 10 to 4 most days. On a Friday, it's 2 in the afternoon until 10 at night.
Yep.
Because we thought people finish work on a Friday.
Yeah, they want to come again.
And what more could you possibly want to do than go to Mantic and play Kings of War, Vanguard, Dreadball, et al.
And then buy some McCoys, because Elvis has been stocking up on snacks.
Yeah. The
which
snacks.
we're resisting buying in the office.
No, you say that.
Yeah.
I've occasionally dipped into the McCoys. And also, like you were saying about the Dreadball League, is kind of every other Friday we have the official Mantic Club.
Yep.
And that may be when we do Dreadball Leagues, Vanguard campaigns, that sort of thing. So
more organised stuff.
Yeah. So it's been really good actually so far.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's been good. Seeing like a couple of new faces and obviously the regulars. So we had a group that was coming around. Elvis was showing them all the miniatures, and they were absolutely loving it. So it's just another way to hopefully get people involved and get playing. So
might also be good if we've got a tournament on the Saturday. You can travel up on the Friday, spend Friday night last minute tactics. Playing the game, learning how to play the game in my case. And we'd have like a painting station set up and things like that. Yeah. So it's shaping up pretty good actually.
I'm going to be utilising that painting station soon. I'm starting up the Night Stalker army.
How's that going?
I haven't painted anything yet.
Okay.
I haven't even assembled it.
Okay, good. Do you know what sort of army? Are you going for like a Nick Williams style 15 hordes of scarecrows?
See, it's in typical me fashion where I'm going for the big guys because it will take me a short amount of time. So butcher heavy, and because I've played a game with Goblin Gaming, which I won't spoil the result of that, but I absolutely love the butchers in that game. So I kind of want to go a bit butcher heavy, and the horror, which was an absolute MVP as well. So I'm kind of staying away from the scarecrows. It's not because I'm terrified of painting that many miniatures all at once.
Coward.
But it's because I'm terrified of
player. You're a coward.
That's why I do dwarves. It's less
irritable.
But starting up that.
This is worth mentioning the Goblin Gaming because you've got some more videos. So what are all those videos?
Yeah, so...
sorry, I'm not taking over your hosting duties.
That's absolutely fine. I don't mind. Someone has to. Because there's a series of videos of Goblin Gaming. If you've seen, they released a video which was the tour of Mantic.
Yeah.
A few little teasers. And they did a tour of all the casting. So if you want to see Bobby dancing, that's where you need to go.
Okay. Now, we can't guarantee he will dance on everyone's tour.
Yeah.
We probably should put that in this.
You have to bring yum-yums for that. Okay. And then he does.
Oh, okay, right.
We found that out pretty fast. But yeah, so with Goblin Gaming, we're starting up a sort of escalating Kings of War campaign. So we've started off with the 2-player starter set.
Yeah.
So he's playing Northern Lions, I'm playing Night Stalkers, which is fun because I've never played Night Stalkers before.
Okay.
And then we'll be adding the army box to it, and then hopefully the Mega Army box, and then linking it into Vanguard. So
cool.
if you're a new player to either, then you can watch those because we'll be explaining how the unlocks work. So if you have a regiment, what does that unlock? And how you can play a game of Vanguard, and that will affect your Kings of War campaign. So if you're getting into it or you haven't tried to link the 2 games, it'll be worth doing. So those videos will be coming out soon, and we'll be doing a bunch of battle reports as well because they're good fun.
Okay, cool.
So I need to be representing Mantic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying your job is on the line, but obviously if you don't win, you know, your appraisal next year might be tricky.
As I go to roll, there's a laser pointer.
Yeah, they're really good. I think, you know, it's nice to team up with some guys as well. Rich over at Goblin Gaming is... Are you going to get as beefy as Rich from Goblin Gaming as well?
God, I don't know what that boy eats, because he's an absolute machine.
Right.
And his army is getting terrifying as well.
Right.
He was talking about all of his Northern Lions and what he's painting currently. It's like, oh God. So if a lot of the stock goes missing, I'm not saying it's me, but it's me.
Okay. What, the painted,
the
studio models?
models.
All the Night Stalkers.
It's like, these are so well painted. It's like, yeah, I know.
So is that your current kind of army project?
Yeah, and looking at especially Martin's, they looked quite fun to paint because they're completely different to what I've done before, which was the Basilians and Dwarfs, which are very to the line.
I guess they're quite regimented,
Yeah, whilst with Night Stalkers, I can kind of be a bit more loosey-goose, which I'm probably going to enjoy. And it's just a whole different aesthetic. So I'm looking forward to doing them. And looking forward to getting my hands on the Terror as well.
Okay.
It's such a good mini.
You've been doing the Blackjack. You're going to do the Blackjack. So if you've seen the Blackjack Legacy Slow Grow challenge, that was the deadline was today. January 31st.
What, midnight?
No, I reckon you've got enough time to do 250 points. It may not be legal, but it's...
yeah, it doesn't have to be legal, does it? But yeah, if you're not involved in that, we recommend it. It's good to see what people are painting as well with that.
I was quite surprised because I worked on my Ogre stage, so I've got like 975
I saw taking pictures today.
Yeah, that's what it's for. So I need to have a look at what actually, the beauty of those, if I combine them with my flea bags for my goblin stuff, I've probably got 2,000 points.
And Sonny was doing goblins as well, wasn't he? He was getting involved on that.
All the best players, all the best people play goblins and have at least 2 regiments of mincer mobs. All the best players. Yeah, that's probably that's the limit of my that's the beginning and end of my tactical knowledge. Mincer mobs equals greatness.
Absolutely ridiculous. Look at the stat blocks.
Yeah, so I need to. Yeah, I'm probably going to do some more ogres. I've been enjoying that. So next 250 points for that one. It's nice actually, so you only have to paint a few models, not paying like 40 goblins and realise you've got 125 points and you're like, this is great.
How many artefacts can I slap on this to make it count?
And I've just got to resist Abyssal Dwarfs.
I mean,
it's tricky.
Everyone's been talking about Abyssal Dwarfs when we've been doing it, and so I think there's something going to be a lot of Vanguard warbands and then Abyssal Dwarf armies because when people have got their hands on the sprue, especially and seen the painted ones that we have in house, I want them all.
Yeah, are you going to? We're talking about Abyssal Dwarfs on the podcast in a future podcast a bit more.
Yeah, I think because they'll give you a little teaser. There'll be an Abyssal Dwarf Vanguard video coming out tonight.
Sure. At some point,
if the editing software,
if you're listening to this on Monday, it probably is out.
By Monday, which will give you a nice tease of all their skills, which looks terrifying. I
mean, well, I won't spot. No. You can cover that in a different one.
Oh yeah, but yeah, keep an eye on that. And if anyone's got any questions in the live chat, now's the time to fire them out because we're about
to finish up.
Yeah,
my stomach's grumbling. That's the only problem with doing this at lunchtime.
I know, but it adds an urgency to it.
It's like, it's 12:30. God, I need a sandwich. That's it.
But remember, you can always, when we post the teaser for the podcast for next week, if you've got any questions on that, post them there, because then we can always look at them and answer them on the podcast. Because you'll know what we're going to be talking about on that one. And until then, we're going to say bye-bye.
It's been a pleasure.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll have you back on. And see you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.